More than 3 decades after one of the most notorious crimes in the history of Boston, the city's current mayor is apologizing. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Priscilla Casper.
And I'm Colton Bradford. It was an emotional morning today in the city as Mayor Michelle Wu issued a formal apology from the city to the 2 black men who were wrongly taken into custody in connection with the murder of Carol Stuart in 1989. Joining us right now to shed some light on how this case had impacted Boston and also the black community here is our own Sue O'Connell. So, Sue, listen, this was a horrific crime, right? And there were many murders in the city at the same time, 1989. So why did this one capture the attention of police and also the public then?
Yeah, you're right, Colton. It was a violent time in the city. In fact, that same day that Charles Stuart murdered his wife and unborn baby, James Moody, a 29-year-old black man, died of gunshot wounds he received just hours before Carol Stuart was shot by her husband. But the difference, of course, the Stuarts were white, visiting the city from the suburbs for a Lamaze class in the city. Another thing that added to the attention were the availability of videos and pictures. Now remember, we didn't have cell phones and video cameras around with us all the time to capture things, but the incident was captured because the reality TV show Rescue 911 was riding along with the EMTs, and also with the quick response of some of the print photographers. That image of this white couple shot in their car in a black and brown neighborhood just unleashed a frenzy, including the zealous police response and, of course, a media who romanticized the Stuarts as this quote-unquote Camelot couple, and that hoax continued even after Charles Stuart died by suicide jumping off the Tobin Bridge.
Well, so we all know that this, everyone who's keeping up with this, we know that this comes off the heels, of course, of the Globe series, the HBO documentary. They worked in conjunction here, but why did the current mayor, right? Why did Mayor Michelle Wu apologize now in 2023, and what's taken the city 34 years to get someone to apologize, not only for the families here, but also for the black community of Boston to heal?
Yeah, that's an excellent question, Colton. But of course, the question is more not why now, which some people are asking, but to your point, what took so long? Then Mayor Ed Flynn, he did not apologize to the community at large. He did offer an apology to Willie Bennett's mother, one of the men who was wrongly accused. So the question is, why didn't Ray Flynn or late Mayor Tom Menino or Mayor Marty Walsh apologize before now? So that's not really a question I can answer. Mayor Flynn said at the time to the Crimson newspaper at Harvard that the city responded to all crimes the same, saying, quote, whether it's a stockbroker from the suburbs or an Asian kid from the city, end quote. Well, that's obviously not true. It wasn't then. And the more we learn about this botched investigation, the more we are left wondering why it has taken so long for someone to apologize.
Yeah, Sue, you're sort of a resident historian here on NBC 10 Boston.
Because I'm old and remember.
Well, listen, with that, right, what have we learned here over the past 34 years and where we are right now? Yeah,
Colton, I actually am a Revere native where the Stuarts are from, and I lived in Mission Hill right after the murder was committed for 10 years. I live in Roxbury now, and look, it's a different time. In October 8, 1989, during the investigation, there were more than 150 stop and frisk searches in Mission Hill every single day through November. There were lots of reports of African-American men being lined up on street corners with their pants pulled down as police looked for weapons that they didn't have. And it was a humiliating experience, obviously. And that's not happening now. Our current police chief, Boston Police Commissioner Michael Cox, a black American, he himself was a victim of Boston police violence, so one can imagine that informs how he leads the department. The mayor has negotiated a new contract with the police union to add more reforms, and hopefully we in the news media, maybe we've improved a bit. Maybe we can show a little bit of restraint now and then and not immediately indulge our biases when covering our communities, especially with something that seems like an extraordinarily good story, but actually needs some more investigation.
Our Sue O'Connell there providing a lot of context here on the News at 4. Sue, we appreciate your insight always.